Hey everyone, warm welcome back. This will be a Hatha class dedicated to the care of our wrists. And so when we work with our wrists, we're really working with the fascia of our hands, the micro movements of our digits, our forearms, our elbows, our shoulders, our scapula on our rib cage, and the way our arms integrate into our core. So this is the whole theme of our month, is how to become more capable and able in our upper bodies. So whether you are an artist, an athlete, you're someone who works with their hands a lot, you're a caregiver, maybe you're on your device a lot, that's how you make your living, or you're on your phone a lot, this is an excellent class to give back to your wrists and your upper body. For today's class, grab 2 blocks, and I'm going to begin sitting on this first block elevated underneath both sit bones in a kneeling position. If you need to for your knees, sit cross-legged, go for that, and have your other block handy. We'll start with Hakini Mudra, where you bring all of your fingertips together and apply even pressure left to right. I love this mudra. You can close your eyes if you want, because it symbolizes bringing more balance in. So of course, we're not going to be perfectly symmetrical. Our heart is on the left, our liver's on the right. We're different side to side, but this is a reminder to bring a little more balance into each moment, a little more balance into sitting into our practice, into coming into our center. So with your eyes closed, you might sense any differences side to side, and start with your collarbones, your shoulder blades, funnel down into your arm lines, into your fingertips, sensing differences side to side, sensing similarities. This mudra is also meant to symbolize the 2 hemispheres of your brain, like you're holding your left and right brain in your hands. And it's said that when we work with our hands, we also work with bringing a little more balance into the 2 hemispheres of our brain. And we're working with a dominant side likely. So giving some attention to that. And then coming into your breath, feeling any ease that you can locate in your breathing. In and out through the nose if you can. Letting your body settle into your practice, letting ice turn to water, turn to steam. Nice, you can let that go. And then can you reach down, and if you're in this Virasana position, grab a hold of the tops of your ankles and see if you can kind of pull them up. Otherwise, you can hold on to the underside of your thighs. So drawing up there and feeling that gentle tug on the base of your neck into your traps. You can make some circles with your head here. Really tuning into the sensations on the sides as you pull up on your ankles. Switch directions. And let that go. And let's take our body to the right and take our left hand underneath our sitting bone. See if you can sit right on your hand, so that you're getting a good stretch through the top of your wrist there. And then take your right ear towards your right shoulder, away from the pinned hand. And maybe you make these movements with your jawline, moving your jawline away from your shoulder, and maybe towards your shoulder and away from your shoulder. Getting into any of that fascial unwinding that might happen there. Pausing where you need to. And letting that go. Let's switch sides. So our right hand, sit right on it. Can you straighten your arm and let your left ear go over to the left, opposite from the pinned hand. And maybe you find that jawline and you reach it away and towards. following any of those sensations that will take you towards the goods. Take a breath. Nice, and you can let that go. Make any micro movements you need. Grab a hold of your other block and place it in between your forearms on its medium width. And then start to make fists and knock your fists in towards each other. Maybe they even touch, and then bringing them up. Now open your hands, and like you're holding a tray in both hands, try to get that 90 degree, really reach out through your fingers. Back up, make fists, knock in, back up, and open up, hold a tray in both your hands. Back up, knock in, and up, and open. Nice, let that go. You can give your shoulders a little roll there, and then hold your block on its skinniest width there, but make little tiger paws so that you're bending at the second knuckle on both sides. And then press the block together with your elbows wide. Come up and tap your elbows together if you can, and then lower down, getting that really big stretch in the front of your fingers, on the tops of your knuckles. So you can cycle through that, and then notice if you're putting more weight into your pinky finger side or your index finger side, and see if you can move the emphasis point around to even it out. Can you reach through your thumbs as well here? Beautiful. And then release that. You can shake out through your fingers. I'm just going to rotate so that you can see this way, but stay where you are. Take a hold of your block, pull it apart. Come all the way up with that block, but try not to arch your chest forward. So pull in, straighten your arms as best you can, pull the block apart. Take 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Then little pulses back into this shoulder flexion without moving your ribs. So contain from the ribs, and then 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let that go. And again, give your shoulders a little roll there. Take your right arm across, pin it with your left elbow. See if you can get it above the elbow, and take a breath there. If it's available, hold the back of your neck and look over your right shoulder. Then take that into the middle and see if you can get that high wrap of your elbows for your hands to come together. Take a breath there. Now, if you have your hands together, can you reach for your thumb and pull it down as you reach the other fingers away from you? So if this doesn't work for you, you can do this. Pull back on your thumb and get that good stretch into the webbing between your thumb and your index finger. Otherwise, you have your left arm underneath. Now, if you're in this position, you can start to bring your left arm across, bring your right elbow up, and it's almost like you're sort of pulling a bow and arrow. Pull back for a breath and release that out. Give your shoulders a lift around your ears, and exhale, let them drop. Let's take our left arm across, hook with our right. If you can, hold the back of your head, look over your left shoulder, stay upright in your spine. And then get that high wrap above your left elbow if you can. See if you can find your palms. Work towards that. Now maybe you can grab your thumb and pull your thumb away from your index finger, or you're holding like that, reaching away, getting a good stretch into the webbing. If this is accessible for you, start to pull your thumb back behind you and let your left elbow go up. Take a breath there. And let that go. You can roll out through your shoulders. Let your shoulders lift around your ears and let them drop. Nice. Okay, let's come forwards now. If you've been in that kneeling position for a while, you can take your right set of toes back, pulse 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Spin your left shin to the side, plant your right foot like it's a warrior 2, and open up into a nice big side bend. Contract your left side, open your top side, and straighten your top arm. You might feel balanced enough to catch your back ankle and add in a quad stretch there. So nice. Come all the way back to your tabletop. Take your left leg back, tuck toes, pulse your Achilles. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Spin your right shin to the side, tuck toes, warrior 2 back foot. Get a beautiful side stretch. Contract your right side, open your left, push away from the ground. Maybe catch an ankle there if you like. Take a breath. Back into your tabletop there. Keep your toes tucked. Press back on your tucked toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sit back on your heels. Walk all the way up. Make a webbing with your hands. Press that forwards and try to keep your pinky finger webbing tight as you take that above your head. Now work again with minimizing movement in your ribs. In fact, contain at your abdominal wall. Elevate your scapula and take your arms behind you. Taking 3 breaths there. 1, 2, and 3. Lower that down, switch the webbing so the opposite index finger is in front. Push it forwards, go up, pinky finger webbing tight. Minimize movement from your ribs. Lift your shoulder blades, maximize the flexion of your shoulders, and take a breath there. Slowly lower that down and come back onto your hands. You can pitter patter your feet there. Walk your hands in and lock your elbows. Spin the veiny parts of your elbows forwards and start to circle around your wrist, but with locked elbows and pushing down into the knuckles at the base of your fingers. Then start to move your hands wide and go side to side. If you want more out of that, place your wrists directly together and go side to side. Then try to spin one hand all the way around, maybe both at the same time, or of course you can do one at a time, and go forwards and back. Now if this is a lot, walk your knees in so that you're well grounded in your legs and there's a little less pressure on your hands. If you can, walk your knees back and go a little forwards and back, even bending your elbows a bit and peeling the heel of your hand off of the ground. Nice, coming back and releasing, taking your right hand to the floor and your left hand goes on top of it, palm facing up of your bottom hand, prayer hands. See if you can straighten both your elbows here and then shoulders a little side to side. And you can pick that up and switch the flip so your left hand faces up and go side to side. Nice. And then tuck your toes again, release that, pulse back on your tucked toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you can come up and sit on your heels, or of course you can come up and have your hips more elevated. Find that. Interlock your hands. Take your hands behind the back of your head so you're cradling the base of your neck. Minimize low back movement. So almost round your low back and then arch your upper back and hold your head. You can even traction your neck. Bring your elbows into your peripheral vision. 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Come forwards, switch the clasp of your basket weave there, opposite index finger knuckle on top, hold the base of your neck, lift up, minimize movement in your low back and maximize the upper rib extension, elbows in your peripheral vision. Breathe 1, 2, and 3. Let that go. Come on forwards. You can pitter-patter your feet. Beautiful. And then walk back so that you can pad your hands forwards until you come into a wide plank. Your abdominal wall engaged, and then walk back to your tabletop. Then pop up onto the knuckles underneath your fingers and slowly lower your heel of your hand. Pop up, shift forwards, your armpit line over those knuckles, slowly lower. Pop up, shift forwards, and slowly lower. And then pop up and pad forwards on the knuckles at the base of your fingers until you're in that kind of awkward long knee plank. Come on back and lower the heel of your hand. Then come up onto your fingertips. Take a breath there. So you can come forwards as much as you want to feel that weight bearing on your fingers. Maybe hold in that long knee plank and then walk all the way back. Nice. And then let's place our hands, roll them in so your middle fingers touch, and then forwards, press back into your downward facing dog and pedal it out. Take a breath. Walk forwards and lengthen your spine. Forward, fold. Let's take a little bit of movement now. Come all the way up to stand and release your hands by your sides. Inhale, your arms up, maybe a little back bend. Exhale, sweep your hands behind you. Interlock your fingers. Breathe in, roll your shoulders open. Breathe out, forward fold like that. Hands to the outsides of your feet. Inhale, right foot back, right knee down, look up. Exhale into your downward facing dog. Inhale to your plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin to the floor, shoulders lifted. Roll it into a cobra. Inhale. Exhale into a downward facing dog. Right foot forwards, come onto fingertips, back knee down, look up. Exhale into your forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up, maybe a little up and back. And exhale, release your arms, left side. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, behind you with your hands, interlock. Breathe in, come halfway up, open your shoulders. Exhale and fold. Hands frame your front foot, left foot back, back knee down, look up. Exhale into your downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Roll it into a cobra there and back into a downward facing dog. Left foot forwards, fingertips, back knee down, look up. Exhale into your forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up, maybe a little up and back. And exhale, release your hands down. Beautiful. Interlock your hands into that basket weave. Take it underneath your chin. Take your feet hip distance apart. And look up. Connect to your chin pushing into your hands and your hands pushing into your chin. And then bend your knees and start to fold forwards till you're halfway to the ground. Take a breath there, sending pubic bone and tailbone back, sending elbows forwards, and then keep folding down to the ground. Release your hands from your chin, take them to the back of your head. See if you can hook your forearms around your jawline and gently pull down. Take a breath there. And then release that from the back of your head. Keep the webbing and open your hands onto the ground. So bend your knees to get there. Walk your feet a little closer together so your thumbs can go on the inside of both of your big toes. Maybe you straighten your legs, maybe you keep your legs bent. Forward fold. Take a breath. Come halfway up. Walk your feet right together. Open your thumbs really wide and see if your thumbs can come on the outside of your pinky toes. Bend your knees to get there, or straighten your legs and forward fold. Take a breath like that. Nice. Come on up. Now, see if you can step one foot through and put a little pressure of your heel onto right at the crease of the wrist. Maybe you forward fold there. Maybe you're quite bent. Maybe some of you are doing one at a time, or you bring both heels forwards to put pressure on your wrist. Now, watch out for the somersault, but you might be able to straighten your legs and forward fold. This gives you both an elevation of your heels, which helps you tip your pelvis further forwards in the forward fold, giving you a cleaner fold. And it also gives you, for some people, a very satisfying pressure to the wrist joints. Take a breath. Now, if you like, you can start to bend into a squat like this. Keep widening through your collarbones and see if you can find a elevated heel squat. Nice deep fold through your low back, hips, knees, and ankles. Let's reverse it. Go all the way back up. Now, if you're still working with one foot at a time, step back through, forward fold. Take your hands to the base of your neck. Find your forearms around your jawline. Give a little tug. Take that out. Take your hands underneath your chin. Now look down at the floor and start to come into that halfway position. Pubic bone, tailbone back, elbows up, look forwards. Come all the way up. Look up. And release your hands. Now just remember which knuckle was on top. Mine was the right. Go for the left, and we'll do the same sequence on the other side. Hands underneath the chin. Look up. Maximize movement in your cervical spine. Minimize it in your thorax and your lumbar. And then bend your knees and come to that halfway position. Pubic bone, tailbone back. Keep folding. Take your feet hip distance apart. Take your hands behind the back of your skull. Maybe hook your forearms around your jawline and pull. Traction your neck. Take that out to the floor. Bend your knees to get there. See if you can border your inner big toes with your thumbs. Spread your other toes away from that. Either stay with your knees bent or forward fold. Take a breath there. And then come up. Walk your feet right together. Take your thumbs around your big toes. And forward fold. Now you can try maybe taking one heel through and giving it a little pressure. Maybe bending your knees, taking a bit of time there before you switch sides. If you like, both heels on and forward fold. And then maybe you work with wide collarbones, coming into that elevated heel squat, coming back into your forward fold. Now wherever you are, if you're doing one heel at a time, can you walk your feet right through? And you might need to let go of your hand clasp for this, and then take your hands, maybe loosen your fingers a bit, behind you, over your backside. Turn your hands so that you're back in that open-chested palms together, forward fold. So you can maybe feel how we've been really flushing out from the fingers, wrists, elbows to shoulders. Take a breath there. let your hands go, frame your front foot, step back into your downward facing dog. Come down onto your knees. Take your right forearm down and take your left forearm and knead out the muscles there all the way to the wrist joint. So from the elbow crease to the wrist joint, you might get that little hand curl if you really relax your bottom arm. You can also take your left knee forwards and really get into the belly of the forearm, and you get to monitor how much weight you push down. It's that same, perhaps for some, delightful pressure on the structures, on the tendons, on the muscles. All the way down, switch sides, left forearm down, knead all the way down. Let the bottom arm release. You can also use your knee, giving as much pressure as you like, taking your time all the way to the wrist. Beautiful. All right, let's come up, shift our shins to one side, take our legs forwards. You can elevate your seat if you need, interlock your hands, open your chest, and forward fold. So if it's hard to interlock here, so we'll be here for 5 breaths, you can take your block, pull it apart, and forward fold. Gorgeous. Come on up. So really loosen that interlock here and see if you can flip your palms to the ground with your thumbs pointing away from your seat. If you're feeling that in your elbows, try micro bending your elbows to create some tension there. And take a breath with a boosted chest. Some of you can move your hips forwards and take a breath opening your collarbones wide. Let's walk it back if you're there. Bring this up and then take your interlock at either your low back or your mid back. See if you can keep the pinky finger webbings tight, and then slowly lower down till your hands find the ground and you open up. Now if it's too tight, work your hands to the small of your back. Otherwise, you can have them more at your low ribs. You can even open your thumbs up as you were doing to find the inner borders of your shoulder blades. Now you might feel a difference in your dominant arm here. You can even lift your legs up and apply that pressure down through your fingers and wrists, pulsing your feet above you, slowly lowering that down, and see if you can roll up, push, use your abdominals to support you to come back up. Now I have my right index finger knuckle on top. I'm going to switch to my left one. Open the shoulders or grab your block, forward fold. Nice, come on up. Slow motion, flip your thumbs away from you. Take a breath there. Open your collarbones. Maybe take your hips forwards. Try to keep that pinky finger webbing tight. Walk your hips back. Take the webbing into the small of your back or your mid-back, abdominals engaged to bring you all the way down. Breathe into the space in between your shoulder blades. Can your thumbs feel your inner shoulder blades? Do you feel the differences side to side? Which side is more willing to be flat to the earth? And then you can even get a little more of that pressure into your fingers. And slowly lower down. You can come on up, open, and release that. To close, come into a cross-legged position and grab your block here. Take your block on its high level and place your right forearm on top of it. Let's turn our hand to face the ground. Now pin your forearm down with your left hand, and we're going to create big range of motion in our wrist, taking your hand to the left, slowly rotating it to the ceiling, taking it to the right, and slowly rotating it down. And this whole time I'm trying not to rotate my forearm. So I'm really isolating the movement in the wrist. And you can switch directions. So good. Release that, shake it out, switch sides. So I'm going to pin down and really isolate the movement in the wrist. So I'm not moving in the forearm, right? And you're starting with the palm down and seeing how much movement you can get. And try not to bend your fingers. Nice, flat, open palm, and switch directions. Noticing the differences on the two sides. Nice, and you can let that go. Maybe you sit up on a block to close your practice today. Feel the aliveness in your forearms, your wrists, your fingers, and we can come back into that Hakini Mudra. Bring it to center, even pressure in the two sides. Close your eyes if you like. And then track sensation down through both arms. Do you feel any more balanced, any more centered? With whatever you're working with that needs a hint of balance, equilibrium, the left and right brain. You can open your eyes and separate your thumbs, your index, your middle, your ring, your pinky. Take the outer pinkies together, seal your forearms together, thumbs together. And this is the Padma Mudra or Lotus Mudra. Opening to this infinite possibility. Hope this was useful for you. Peace.